Hello, friends! Today, I'm back with another exciting movie recap. Buckle up because we're diving into the world of science fiction with a monster film titled Underground Monster. Be warned, spoilers are ahead. The story begins in the depths of a city where workers are busy constructing a new subway station. As they dig deeper, they stumble upon a mysterious hole emitting a foul, unbearable smell. Intrigued and slightly unnerved, the workers decide to investigate further. What they find is shocking. Towering heaps of garbage that stretch as far as the eye can see. Unbeknownst to them, the area is teeming with massive insects, and a lurking threat follows their every move, a giant shadowy tentacle. The workers continue to explore and eventually discovering something even more bizarre, a colossal egg sitting ominously among the waste. News of the discovery reaches the CEO of the construction company, who wastes no time arriving on site. The workers present the egg to him, and driven by greed, he orders them to retrieve it immediately, believing it could be immensely valuable. Meanwhile, a worker named Don wanders off alone and finds himself hopelessly lost in the maze-like tunnels. His flashlight begins to flicker and malfunction, leaving him in near darkness. As Don struggles to fix it, he unwittingly disturbs something enormous lurking nearby. The creature slowly awakens, and when Don hears the sound behind him, he turns only to be greeted by a terrifying roar. His scream echoes through the tunnels, alerting his colleagues. Rushing to his aid, they find Don in a state of panic, rambling about a monstrous presence. Before they can process his warnings, ominous sounds begin to fill the tunnels. Suddenly, a massive tentacle lashes out, seizing one of the workers and pulling him away with incredible speed. Chaos erupts. The CEO yells for everyone to flee, but the monster's tentacles thrash wildly, sending workers flying and collapsing parts of the structure. As panic spreads, Don witnesses his friend being snatched by the creature and hurled into the abyss. Desperate and terrified, Don musters all his strength and narrowly escapes the collapsing tunnel, only to find himself trapped outside, with the entrance sealed shut. Meanwhile, elsewhere in the city, a young boy named Jake is spending time with his father, Jing. They are fixing up a car, oblivious to the horrors unfolding underground. Birds suddenly take flight in droves, and a loud honking catches their attention. A truck from the construction site speeds towards them, its terrified driver abandoning it as he flees. The truck crashes, spilling its cargo, a large mysterious crate. Jing investigates and finds the very egg that had been taken from the tunnels. Believing it could be valuable, Jing decides to keep it despite Jake's unease. At their scrapyard home, tensions rise when Jing's ex-wife Lena arrives with her fiancé. Lena criticizes Jing for raising Jake in such a dirty, unsafe environment and reveals her plans to move their son to another province for a better life. A heated argument ensues, escalating into a physical altercation between Jing and Lena's fiancé. That night, while Jing nurses his wounds, their doll begins behaving strangely, circling the truck obsessively. Jing and his father investigate and discover the egg starting to hatch, leaking strange fluids. Suddenly, the truck is lifted into the air by massive tentacles, revealing the creature's arrival. As the monster wreaks havoc, Lena and Jake return, unwittingly walking into danger. Jake is seized by the creature's tentacle, prompting Jing and Lena to fight back. They manage to set the monster ablaze, seemingly defeating it, but their relief is short-lived. The creature retreats, and they realize Jake has been taken. Desperate, Jing and Lena team up with a marine biologist and his assistant, who reveal the monster's tragic backstory. They believe the creature mistook Jake for its offspring and took him to its nest. Jake, meanwhile, regains consciousness in the monster's lair. Surrounded by mountains of garbage, he is terrified as the creature looms over him. Yet as time passes, Jake realizes the monster means no harm. They begin to bond, with Jake even playing games with the creature. Back on the surface, a group of vengeful construction workers, led by Don, plans to poison the monster. Jing, Lena, and the biologist race to the tunnels, determined to save Jake and the misunderstood creature. What follows is a gripping showdown. The monster defends Jake from the workers, enduring their brutal attacks. Despite its strength, the creature is gravely injured, ultimately sacrificing itself to shield Jake from falling debris. As the dust settles, the workers discover that the real culprits behind their colleagues' deaths were giant spiders, not a tentacle monster. Consumed with guilt, Dawn and the others realize they've killed an innocent being. In the end, Jake is reunited with his family. Lena sees Jing in a new light, and they decide to give their relationship another chance. The film concludes with Jing speaking to reporters, refusing to call the creature a monster. Instead, he questions humanity's role in destroying nature and asks, who is the real monster? That's it for our movie summary. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video.